Greetings, it is MaxoDiddly here, and today I'm here with another C# tutorial to be give at A in your coursework or exam, or to help you with your high quality Unity game that needs an advanced database system that doesn't use SQL. So let's get right into what we're doing. So today we're going to be continuing the threesome of adding, editing and deleting a record, and today we're here with the middleman, so let's get right into how we do this. So we have got a public static void method. It's called delete record. We've taken a string search term, a string file path, and an int position of search term. So what does all this mean? String search term is going to be what we're checking for. Let's say we want to delete a record based on the name, and if we want to delete a record with the name of Charlie. If we find a record of Charlie, we're going to delete it because it matches the search term. File path. File path is quite simple. It's the file with a record which we want to delete. Into position of term. That's going to be which field of a record is the search term located in. In our case, name might be the second field, so we put in a number 2. Boom! Let's get into what we're doing. So first we need to do position of search term minus minus. What does that do? Basically, it means, right, take whatever someone puts in position of search term and subtract 1 off it. Because arrays and programming counters tend to start from 0 and not 1, so this is some housekeeping to make it more user-friendly to people if this was ever put up as a library, let's say. Wink wink, might be, who knows. Then we want to do string temp file equals temp.txt. After that, we're going to put bool deleted equals false. What's going on here? When we delete a record, we always essentially write every record we want to keep, apart from the one we want to delete, to a temp file. Then delete the old file, then rename the temp file to whatever the old file was called. It's the theory, the basic theory for deleting a record, and that's what we're doing in this case. After deleted, we're just going to check if we've actually deleted a record or not. So we want to do try, and we'll do a catch, and in the catch we want to do we want to put exception E. Boom, that's a little try catch. Essentially what happens is, try a block of code. If it goes wrong or something goes oopsie, execute what's in the catch. Otherwise, continue with the program with no issues. Inside here, we want to do string lines equals system.io.read all lines at file path. Essentially, we are creating a string array of each line. So each element will contain a whole record on it. Then we want to do a complex, well, not really complicated, for loop. So it's for int I equals 0, I less than lines.length and I++. We're going to do a for loop. I will start on 0 and I will execute until we have gone through the whole array, basically read every record in the file. So I'll do string fields equals lines I dot split at every comma. So the delimiter that separates each field is going to be a comma. Basically, that means we're gonna, let's say we have a file with 3 fields per record: ID, name, and age. The ID will be separated from the age by a comma. The name will be then separated by the age and ID by a comma, so we know where records end and start, because we're using a variable length record and variable length fields as opposed to fixed length. So, essentially, for every time we iterate through this array, we're going to split every single field in a record by using commas. And this allows us to then check. If record matches, which is a method we created in a previous tutorial, be sure to click the eye up there if you want to watch the other two. Record matches, by the way, is just this. We're checking if a record matches. So basically what we want to do, if record matches, search term, fields and position of search term, and not deleted, then we're going to add a record to the new file because the record doesn't match. And since the record doesn't match, we want to add it to the new file because we don't want to delete it. If that is true, though, for some reason, then we want to put deleted equals true and print out a message saying got him. Basically, if it's true, essentially meaning we have to execute the else statement because this is checking for a false, we don't want to add it to the new file because we want to delete the record. So we're just going to leave it there and be like, yep, no, do nothing with this because clearly we found the record we want to delete. And we're going to execute that for every line in the string or in the file. Now, underneath that for loop, we need to do some housekeeping. We want to put file.delete at file path. Basically, we're going to be deleting the file. System.io.file.move, temp file, and file path. Basically, we're going to be moving the temp file path to be whatever the file path is of the old file, or the original file that we wanted to delete a record from. And that's all we do, guys. And that's how you delete a record. And I guess in the catch code we could have something like this. Console.writeLine, this program did an oopsie. And we could do something like that. And we can then do throw new application exception, this program did an oopsie, and then put E there to like print out the error message. Thanks guys for being a great audience. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. If you wish to see the final of the threesome, the edit records, the bottom of the sandwich, because they like going on the bottom, be sure to subscribe, and you'll be notified when I upload it in probably a week or so. Anyway guys, thanks for being a great audience, and I'll see you next time.